my channel, Reclaiming Jen, where moms can take a break from the busy mom life to focus on their own needs, wants, and goals. On this channel, you will find tips, tricks, and coaching for teaching online. In today's video, we are talking about how to get and keep regulars. Regulars are students that see you regularly. They book you on a regular basis, which is why parents like to see a consistent booking schedule. So if you're looking to have regulars, it is always a good idea to try and keep your schedule as consistent as possible so that those people looking for regular teachers can book you consistently. We all know kids work better on a schedule. So try your best to keep a regular schedule. If you're only opening one slot a week or one slot a day, try and keep it the same slot every day on your schedule. That will help you find regulars. If you are new to my channel, I have been teaching with VIPKid for almost 1 year. I'm coming up on my 3rd contract, and my fingers are crossed that I will have all of the things I need for that raise. So fingers crossed. Come on, parents, and all that feedback. Okay, let's get down to it. How to get regulars. One thing I think is important is useful feedback. Leaving the parents useful feedback that is not canned or repetitive or copied and pasted, I think is valuable. Even if you have a regular and you don't need to update the parents every class on what they did and what they do well, the parents, I'm a parent. I don't want to read a copied and pasted template feedback. I don't. Is Feedback Panda helpful? It must be. Many people use it. And you know what? They're probably getting good feedback if they continue to use it. Whatever works for you is fine. But in my world, I want to leave unique, helpful feedback for the parents. And what I think is a shame in brick and mortar teaching, at least in my district, the teachers cannot leave comments like that we were able to receive as kids in the 80s. Jennifer is a joy to teach. She is a friendly student who is always thinking of others' needs. You know, we can't write that anymore on report cards in my district. So when I'm teaching with VIPKid, I love to make comments like that about the learning skills of the student, the demeanor of the student. If they are pleasant and make me smile every class, you bet I'm going to write about it and tell the parents. Why? I want to hear that about my kids from other people too. So leave useful feedback. I always start my feedback with something positive, what they are doing really well with, and then I sandwich in anything that needs to be improved or that we will continue to work on. And then at the end, I am gracious and I say thank you for the opportunity to teach your child. Thank you, Cindy, for bringing a smile to my face every class. Thank you, John, for showing me your pet. Being thankful is important in your feedback, okay? So useful, positive feedback, okay? Even if something didn't go right, maybe you had to fight for every piece of output. It's our job as teachers to put a spin on it, to say it in a positive manner. And if that takes more than the 2 minutes you have in between classes, I think it's valuable to save that feedback till the end of class so you can put some thought into how to positively say, Johnny was on his phone the entire class. Okay? So spin it positively. All right. The second thing I think is important to get and keep regulars is to learn their name and say their name. Okay? So half the students have Chinese names and half of them have adopted an English name. If it's a Chinese name, I do everything I can to learn how to say their name. Okay? I have probably probably only one student who I have seen 2 or 3 times, and I still don't know his name. His name is Bao Bao written down, and he's 5. He can say his name, my name is, and mom says his name, but I can't hear it and I need to see it written. So I have asked in feedback if she will write it for me in feedback or in class, but I still don't know his name. So that is very difficult for me. I want to praise him using his name. I want to say, Bao Bao, read the word, okay? Or let's sing Bao Bao. Or I think it makes more of a connection when we can use their name. So do your best to learn their names. Also, I think it's rapport building too when the English teacher is trying to learn how to properly say the Chinese name. So try it and use their name often. Okay, the third thing I think is important is to get to know your student, okay? We all have those students who, sometimes the older students who do not want to talk to you. They don't want to put in the extra effort to have conversation. You can ask them a dozen questions during the class and their answers are no, yes, blue, green. We all have those students. I keep trying. Come on, Jason, you can do it. Talk to teacher. Let's be friends. Try your best to get to know your students. I often ask my students where they live. So first their name, where they live, and I have a map that I like to try and find where they live. This is good because then you know the temperature where they live, you know if they live near Beijing, if they live near the sea. I ask where they live. And I'm getting really good at the geography of China. Yay, bonus. I ask the students about their pets. If you saw my video, linked here or linked at the end in my end notes, pets on sticks. I have my pets on sticks. So this is a great rapport building technique to ask, do you have a pet? Okay? And if they don't have a pet, no. Then you follow it up with, would you like a pet? Okay? Great rapport building for getting regulars. Also, with your regulars, you can put notes in or nicknames. So I have favorite Anna. I have favorite Nancy. Okay? I put notes in so I can remember who the student is. You can also put notes, Jason basketball, if he loves basketball. I recently put Cindy hedgehog. She has a hedgehog. So next time I want to remember when she pops up, the first thing I know is Cindy has a hedgehog. Okay? They appreciate, just like we do, you knowing more about them and remembering from class to class. There's also student notes, which aren't quite as visible to the teacher as the nickname. So, but you can write notes on their profile. Do they have a sister? Dad came on the camera and told you his name. Write it down. This is all information you can come back with and they'll be like, oh my gosh, she remembers. Hooray, let's book her again. Okay, great way to get and keep regulars. Students, people in general, want to know that they're not just a number. They want to know you care. Yay! Okay. The next important thing to get and keep regulars is to invest time in interesting rewards. For me, I do invest some time in getting to know the student and thinking about what kind of reward they would enjoy. Okay, I know we only have so many props. You're not going to go out and buy new toys because Johnny likes superheroes, or I'm not going to send away to China to get the Altman toys because Edson likes Altman. But in case you're not aware, there is an amazing app that I waited 6 months toiling over. Should I invest the money in this app? Yes, you should. The app is called Stars to Apples. And you may be using Google Slides, or you have heard of Google Slides. This is a great tool as well. I just found it not as user-friendly for the techie impaired. So I went with Stars to Apples and I love it. It is so fast to customize and a reward for your student. I have made, I wish I could show you, but I'm recording on my phone. I have made a reward for a student that likes praying mantises. He draws comic books about praying mantises. I made him a reward, a find a star game with mantises. He loved it. I have made figure skating gifts. Find a star for one of my regulars who is a competitive figure skater. I have compiled funny faces, including my own funny faces, in the Find a Star. Find a star, make a scene, matching games, tic-tac-toe. I'm not a fan of tic-tac-toe. Comment below if you can figure out how to get me to like tic-tac-toe. No, it's not my thing. It's too easy. I can beat them every time. I have a hard time letting them win. I don't like it. Okay, so invest some time making customized rewards for some of your regulars. They'll keep coming back for more. Okay, my next tip for getting regulars and keeping regulars is to say hello, a warm hello, to the parents. The parents are, if you see the parent peek in or peek out, a warm hello. Hi, Mom. Hello. Hi, Dad. If the brother or sister comes in, hello, brother. Dino. Dino, how are you? What's your name? Okay, I always say hello, a warm hello to Mom. If Mom or Dad is taking the class beside the student, at the end, I always say, goodbye, Mom. Thank you, Dad. Okay? Being gracious, showing your appreciation, these are good things. How to get and keep regulars. Okay? Show them you have a heart. All right? And my final tip for getting regulars and keeping regulars, be extra. Be extra. Do extra. Okay? I know so many, I see the comments. I'm not getting paid for extra. I'm off the clock at 25 minutes. This is fine. If this works for you, this is fine. I have many regulars, and I also like the variety of having new students. But if you like a schedule with many regulars, be extra. Do extra. Okay? So if it's extra smiles, oh my gosh, don't stop smiling. Don't stop smiling. Because even your resting face, if you can smize like Tyra Banks, then go for it. But I do my best to not stop smiling during class, okay? Leave the kids smiling. My goal for most of my classes is to leave the kids smiling. If it's a new student, it's almost a failure if I leave class without them in a smile. That last screenshot of them when I finish class, I want to see a smile. Be extra, do extra, keep smiling. Get the smile. Get the smile. One more tip I want to leave for getting and keeping regulars. Flexibility. You need to be flexible to adapt to the mood of your student, the demeanor of the student, the personality of the student. If the student is shy, if the student is not smiling, if the student is having a bad day, If the student is giggly, if the student is jumping up and down and moving all around, work with it. Work with it. Let me hear you. Work with it. Okay? You need to adapt your teaching to the student's mood and demeanor. Okay? And then on top of that, don't forget to scaffold up and scaffold down according to the needs and the abilities of your student. If your student is not repeating the full sentence, she likes to ride her bike. If the student is not replying with the whole sentence, it may be overwhelming. Ride. Ride bikes. Yes, she likes to. Okay? Maybe you've lost her. 3 words. Lost her? Ride bikes. Scaffold it down. Okay? If the student is zipping through the lesson, she likes to ride bikes. Done. She likes to ride purple bikes to the park with her friends on a Sunday. Scaffold up. Okay? Be flexible. Listen to your students. Be mindful of their mood and their abilities, and adapt and be flexible. You can do it. The parents will love it. They'll be booking you and sending you feedback. That's how you get and keep regulars. All right. Thanks for watching this video on Reclaiming Jen. Once again, if you have not subscribed yet to my channel, please click and subscribe. Leave me a comment below for anything I did great that you liked, or I'm always up for constructive criticism. So let me know in the comments below, and check out my other videos on my channel as well. All right, see you next time. Goodbye from Reclaiming Jen. This channel, on today's regulars are 12 class. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Because you know, what's your name? No. If you're interested in teaching with VIPKid, send me an email at reclaimingjen@gmail.com and I'll send you the information right away. My referral code is JENNI2211.